By now, everyone in the county knew about HOA Karen's obsession with control. But this time, she went too far. She and her board decided to build an illegal driveway right onto my land, and when I objected, she actually called 911 on me. It all began one quiet Monday morning when I noticed construction noise coming from the north pasture. I walked over and, to my disbelief, saw a team of contractors pouring gravel directly through my property fence line. Karen was standing there, clipboard in hand, sunglasses perched on her nose like she was directing a military operation. "Karen," I called out, "what exactly do you think you're doing?" She didn't even turn around. "This is a community improvement project," she said, waving her hand dismissively. "We're expanding the HOA's access road." I blinked. "Onto my land?" She finally turned, her tone dripping with smug authority. "It's not your land. It's shared access space according to the HOA's maps." I smiled slowly. "Karen, those maps are decorative. I own this property outright. You're trespassing." Her jaw tightened. "I'll call the police." I nodded toward the cameras mounted on my fence posts. "Please do. They'll enjoy the footage." 10 minutes later, 2 squad cars rolled up, officers I knew personally. Karen sprinted toward them, pointing dramatically at me like she was unveiling a supervillain. "Arrest him. He's blocking our community project." The officers listened patiently before one turned to me. "Sheriff," he said with a smirk. "Want to explain?" Karen's face fell. "Wait, Sheriff." I handed over my deed and title documents, showing that the land, the fence line, and the access road all belong to me. "She's building on private property," I said, "without a permit, without authorization, and without sense." The officers examined the documents, nodded, and turned back to Karen. "Ma'am, you're trespassing. You'll need to have your crew stop immediately." Karen turned pale. But the HOA board approved this." One of the officers shrugged. "The HOA doesn't outrank the county, ma'am." I stood quietly, letting the words hang in the air like the toll of a victory bell. The contractors quickly packed up their equipment, avoiding eye contact as Karen fumed beside them. By the next day, I had filed an official complaint with the county, citing property damage and unauthorized construction. The fines? Nearly $50,000 for the HOA. Karen's board tried to fight it but quickly folded when confronted with the legal paperwork and the full video evidence from my security system. A week later, the illegal gravel was gone, my fence was repaired, and Karen had gone strangely silent. Rumor had it that the HOA's budget was frozen for the rest of the year just to pay off the damages. That evening, as I sat on the porch watching the sunset turn the sky into gold and fire, I couldn't help but chuckle. Across the pasture, Karen's house sat dark and quiet. No binoculars, no shouting, no clipboard. For once, peace reigned on the ranch. The moral of the story? When you build your empire on someone else's land, don't be surprised when the landowner shuts you down. Because out here, on this ranch, the law isn't written in HOA bylaws. It's written in deeds, fences, and a sheriff's badge.